The market is really shaky today. It's not looking great. Um, Bitcoin is trading at 95.3K at the time of doing this video. It's still on the decline, but remember that there is some support around 93K because we had visited that before. It also went a bit below 90K and it just bounced back up because of that week, but the major support is around 93K, so we'll have to see if it's able to hold it because it has been trading sideways for quite some time with a lot of indecision in the market due to the political situation, I think, in the US, with the taxes that are being imposed on imports and also the situation with the war in Ukraine. Everything is very unstable right now. We don't know what's going to happen. If we get peace around the world, which is not looking likely right now, then things may shift towards a more positive side in terms of markets performing well again. But as you can see, Bitcoin's not doing great, Ethereum's not doing great. XRP is okay-ish. I mean, it's still up in the last 7 days, 8.2%, even if it dropped a bit. Solana is not doing great. It has dropped 7% in the last 24 hours and 13% in the last 7 days, unfortunately. And this is because of an event that could occur on the 1st of March, and that's the FTX's final $2 billion Solana dump, which, again, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do it, but they could be doing it. So this likely scared people. When Coinpedia posted this was like, 5 hours ago. But we could be seeing more FUD around this as it gets closer to that date. But that's not to say that Solana is dumping purely because of this right now. It's also because Bitcoin has pulled back. If Bitcoin would have been 98K, 100K, Solana wouldn't have dumped that much. But the trigger to that dump has kind of started already. So you gotta be cautious there that we could be seeing some bigger pullback here as we get closer to the 1st of March, depending on what FTX is going to do. I don't know if they're going to be crushing the price and dumping the heck out of it. But apparently the news are that there's going to be a big unlock on the 1st of March. 11.2 million Solana, worth around $2 billion, will be unlocked from the FTX bankruptcy auction. And this marks the final stage of FTX's liquidation of its SOL holdings, following the sale of 41 million SOL in previous auctions. Okay, so they had actually sold in previous auctions. But with such a massive amount of tokens about to hit the market, what could it mean for Solana's price? So who bought the Solana and what's at stakes? Well, during the earlier auctions, several major institutional players bought large amounts of SOL at different prices. Galaxy Digital was the biggest buyer, purchasing 25.52 million Solana at $64 per token, which has already earned them a huge 187% return. Pantera Capital also bought 13.67 million at $95, seen a 93% return, while Figure and additional buyers acquired 1.8 million SOL at $102, giving them an 80% return. The unlocking of such a huge amount of SOL raises concerns over potential sell-offs, and investors will be closely watching whether these institutions decide to cash out their significant profits or hold on to them. It's kind of hard to say, right? But it's tricky, right? The price is doing okay compared to how it used to be when they sold the last time. So given that Mike Novogratz from Galaxy Digital bought so low, around $60. So now Solana is currently testing the $180 support level, although right now it's already 175. But it says here that if the price hits 180 to 179, it could bounce back. But if it breaks below 175, the trend might shift. Crypto analysts recommend waiting to buy until the price is above $187. But those looking for short-term gains can try buying at lower levels with caution. Overall, the market is a bit unstable right now. This is true, right? We have seen that the market is unstable. With the stakes high in the market on the edge, March 1st could be the tipping point for Solana's next big move. Let's see how it plays out. Now, I am personally concerned because I do hold some Solana as well. Quite a lot of Solana, in fact. So I am concerned now with this announcement. I'm only down a little bit from when I bought in, so it's not like a huge dip right now. But if there will be a big dump with so many Solana on the 1st of March, I want to be maybe getting out and holding stable coins for a while just to see what's going to happen on that event. Because if it does drop below like $100 or something, if it goes crazy, I can always buy back lower and then I can wait it out. But if there's going to be no action, then sure, it might just go back up, right? It could do that too. But it's just, a bit of a nasty time right now because it's kind of gambling that, this thing is going to continue to dump. And I don't know if other investors are going to be buying straight away to keep the price high. It could be that they'll be waiting for that price to drop a lot before they'll be buying, right? That could also happen, so it's hard to say. But I'm going to keep an eye out on it and see how things go. Also, there's this FUD in the market with this meme token called Libra by Javier Milei. Apparently, he risks impeachment after endorsing $107 million, the Libra rug pull, because he's been promoting it on X, and apparently he deleted this X post where he said he's funding the Argentinian economy and small Argentinian businesses and startups. And then he posted the contract address here and Libra, the token, and long live freedom. So what happened is, obviously, if you've been watching the market and you've been up to date with the news, you know that this rug pull occurred with Libra where it just absolutely tanked. This is the thing with meme tokens. You can't really trust them. But this happened with Javier Milei, but it didn't happen with Trump or with Melania. Again, Melania is not doing great either, in terms of the token. Trump hasn't rug pulled, but it's not doing great, right? It had a little pump not too long ago, but now it started dumping again. So, these are just memes, they don't have any utility. So with no utility, what can you expect, right? This is the risk. And I know there have been people on X that have been complaining that they actually invested like $1 million into Libra and they lost it all. So it's crazy that people will be gambling so much money with a single meme, with just because President Milei mentioned it, there's a huge risk with these things. And I can't believe now we're seeing presidents of big states just doing these things, launching memes and then rug pulling us, right? Because if you look at the Trump token, it's not doing great either, right? It's still pretty much like a rug pull. So, it hasn't actually rug pulled, but, it's acting like it, the way the price has been moving. So that's the thing with memes, you're gambling. And there's no other way to put it. So just be careful out there when it comes to memes. Tech just doesn't seem to be performing for some reason. Nobody wants tech tokens anymore, maybe because they don't want to be dumped on by VCs. But this is what happens with memes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.